Today we went on a perfect 7-game run with Life Gain, but this version of Life Gain has a bit more flair and pizzazz. We have hand disruption, card draw, and even our own version of Ouroboros. Needless to say, it's got everything mono white is missing. Alright guys, today we have an absolute banger for you because this deck list put up a perfect 7-0 in this video and went on a perfect run, which is pretty rare for me lately. But this deck list is Life Gain, and you know me, I had to be a little extra with it, and we have to play it in Abzan because if you guys know me, you know I like to play Life Gain in Abzan because of things like Hollow Siege. This card right here I think plays extremely well with this deck because a lot of things are trying to gain life and put 1/1 counters on the creatures, and so Hollow Siege is a great way to not only do that but also get us card draw from that. So if we don't have the ability to get the 1/1 counters, let's give the 1/1 counters. If we have that ability, we're just going to start drawing cards. It's a lot of value in a 2-mana card, and it works really well again with things like Essence Channeler. We all know this card, we all love it. It gains counters whenever you're gaining life. It passes its counters to another creature, so there's a lot of opportunity to be drawing cards with the Hollow Siege. But today we're actually going with a Cleric package. If you notice that this card is a Cleric, we are also running Minwu. Minwu is also a Cleric that loves other Clerics because whenever you gain life, you're going to be putting 1/1 counters on all of your Clerics. Now this is basically our Ouroboros in the deck because we go up against Ouroboros, and I think we actually outpaced it in one game. We actually beat 3 of them in one game, but it's going to be able to give 1/1 counters to all your creatures every time you gain a life. And when you're gaining life every time something just enters the battlefield, let's say you have 2 or 3 of these down 3 times, that's 3 counters a turn. It can get out of control pretty quickly. Not to mention a lot of your Clerics also have lifelink tied to them, like the Acolyte. Acolyte's going to draw you cards whenever you're dealing damage to the opponent, and it's also going to be creating you these 2/2 robots if anything dies during the trade-offs, and it's also going to gain you more life because those tokens come in and it triggers the Sanctifier to gain you life. There's a lot of value here, and then also because we're in Clerics, we have a lot of good hand hate like Deep Cavern Bat and the Priest. These 2 cards are huge against anybody trying to run removal heavy decks against you because you can get into their hands, stay proactive, and get those out of their hands as quickly as possible, and attack in over and over to tempo out the opponent and hopefully, end the game before they're able to sweep the board or, take your creatures off the board. So I love this card. I think it's fantastic, and it grows with everything else because it is a Cleric, and it just works as another Deep Cavern Bat option. So super fun deck, and we had a pretty serious success with it as well. So I'm very happy about this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you back here at the end, and yeah, enjoy the games. Peace. All right, guys, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're playing some Life Gain in Abzan. One of my favorite things to do, honestly. I'm glad we're getting back to this because we just played it not that long ago, and it was so much fun. Let's start with the starting town. I don't want to take too much damage here, but I don't know what we're up against yet. We'll find out here in a second, I'm sure, but it's that land that's throwing me off here because why are we gaining life? Is that just like a budget land that you had to throw into it? Is it like Drunith, or is it Kona? Quencha? Didn't expect that. So Teamer Lessons sort of style, I'm thinking. Teamer Lessons, which means they might be running some sort of otter nonsense. Could be a Simic sort of build that has like the Eddie Merc Crab on the top end with the new Lessons Serpent. All right, what are we thinking here? I'm thinking we go with Aerith. I'm gonna have to play it pre-combat to get the value out of it, but if we do that, we got to contest that they might have another Quencha. So maybe we play it safe. Maybe we play it safe here. Perfect. So it's a lot of counter magic. A lot of counter magic. They get a lander token, which might actually end up costing me. Okay, now all of a sudden they are Drunith. All right. I mean, I'm going to play this for a white source. Enter tapped, just play this out. Hopefully they're out of counter spells. Maybe I should add in, seeing that we're like, strictly doing the Clerics thing, maybe I should add in a couple of Cavern of Souls. Didn't think I needed to, but it's starting to look like I might. Card draw is really good. Quenches and Divert Disasters, huh? Lessons game plan with Drunith. Man, what a weird deck they've got here. I I mean, we got 2 of them. Let's try it. Let's just try it. We've got 2 of them. Quencha or Divert? Which one is it? 3 steps ahead. Okay, so we've just introduced a 3rd type of counterspell. All right, looking for a land so I could pay. Oh, that's actually really good. I want to take a look at their hand. That would help a lot before playing another Acolyte here. Okay, looks like we can actually play the Acolyte because they go with the River Regent play. I am so beyond confused by the Drunith. They are not synergistic with that Drunith yet at all, which is so strange. I don't know why I'm not sending the Sanctifier here. I probably should be sending it through, but I'm just afraid of shenanigans. Or Boroid, all right. Could use a Sheltered by Ghosts. Let's start drawing more cards. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do both of these. We're actually gonna put a counter on something, and we're gonna draw a card when we put a counter on something. All right, let's put a counter here because it's gonna gain me the most amount of life. Nice. We got a Minwu, which is something I've been hoping to play. And nice, we get a Sanctifier too, sweet. Okay, so we're gonna be putting a lot of 1/1 counters on our field here, except for our Lurker bat, unfortunately, but the Acolyte and the Sanctifiers are gonna get really big. We basically unlocked an Ouroboros of our own. Okay, Quantum Riddler, and they unfortunately pay the full cost, meaning it's on the field permanently. Kind of hope they do full send here. That'd be nice. Because we can go wide enough to hopefully win the game. All right, let's start with the Minwu. Get some counters on everybody. Nice. I mean, we've got our own Ouroboros popping off over here, man. Who's is gonna get bigger faster? We'll see. You're going in though. This would bounce off of this and then die to this. Okay, so yeah, we're just sending in this. Does get Menace, by the way. Does get Menace, by the way. So we'll do 6 to this and then 4 to this. Yeah, seems good. We'll take it. We'll take it. And another Minwu is interesting, but not what I want. Definitely don't want one of those. Okay, guys, we're cooking. That's fine. A fresh Ouroboros is fine. Oh, but there's 2 of them because the Drunith was at the 4 counters. Or 3 counters. Nice. That's a bit of a problem. I won't lie to you. That's a bit of an issue. Swinging through with an 8/8 Drunith. Not willing to, huh? Okay, well. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully drawing to something nice. Divert Disaster. Tidebinder is a really big problem because they could shut down my Minwu and I can't have that. Okay, another one is good. Let's get this down actually right now. And draw some more cards. All right, and let's see what we hit. Let's grab a Cutthroat because I can pay for the Divert Disaster. Okay, so if I swing with everybody here, hypothetically speaking, like let's say I send these guys in, right? They have to block all 3, so they'll have to spread their blocks out here. They would be able to kill the Minwu though, and that's the thing I'm worried about, right? Are we really willing to trade a Minwu here? Not really. So I think we just send in these guys. Now they'll have to double block the Sanctifier, which is good news. I guess knowing that I gave Menace, I'm actually really annoyed with myself here because I could have, okay, GG's. I could have swung with everybody there because what would have happened is I could have given Menace to the Sanctifier still, and then that would have forced a one-on-one block with Minwu. So there was a mistake there, guys. I forgot about the Menace that we were gonna get, which could have obviously made me direct the double block to something like a Sanctifier, and Minwu would have been safe. GG's though, good game other than that little mistake, and we beat 3 Ouroboros with our own version of Ouroboros. Kind of fire. All right, we got the opponent going first. Our hand looks okay. We got a lot of bat, you know, synergies here. So let's see what we can do. Okay, we're going second against something that's extremely quick. But 2 Sheltered by Ghosts is nice because if they drop the Ouroboros, we're ready to take it. Druneth package. Okay, sure. Another Druneth package. Sure. Not good though. They're off to a fantastic start here. Let's just get the channeler in here and start growing it as soon as we can. Yeah, I don't know about our odds here winning this one with the start that the opponents had here. They have the double recruit already on the field, but I don't know, maybe we can gain enough life. I don't know. It all depends on this drop right here. Is it going to be an Ouroboros or are we doubling up another creature? None of that. Okay, cool. Cool. So I have a plan here. The plan, well, never mind. My plan isn't very good now that I've thought it through. I don't have enough mana for my plan. Okay, so let's do that, and then let's attach a Sheltered by Ghost to the channeler, and I'm gonna take the Druneth. No questions asked. Taking the Druneth. Where do they put the 1/1 counters? On their tramplers? I would too. It really does stink that everything in this deck has trample too, because you're not blocking. We are though going to be gaining a lot of life here, hopefully keeping us alive long enough. Hopefully outscaling some of this nonsense too. And it's Ouroboros time. We knew that was coming sooner or later. I do have a backup, you know, little Shelter by Ghost for that nonsense, but they're gonna put more counters again because of their paw patch recruits onto something. And they followed up with another Druneth. I'm okay with that. Yeah, you got it. Now, I don't necessarily love the idea of putting a Sheltered by Ghost onto one of these two guys because it's like they're already kind of set. Okay, first of all, let's make sure you're tapping these before you make any plays. Make sure you're tapping them for your land so that way this can get flying. No matter how you end up doing this, that's what you want to be doing. Okay, so that means they have no more hand, no more Ouroboros. We should be able to hopefully scale here enough to avoid any sort of death. All right, we gain 1. We swing through, gain 9 more. Enter tapped. Yeah, I do love the starting town combo with the channeler so much. It's so good. All right, Richard, did you top deck anything helpful, or are we gonna win this game? Oh, I feel good about this one. I feel like we got it. Sanctuary, sure. Can't attack. Or you're just gonna full send. Okay, got it. Who do we want off the field? Probably one of these guys, right? I gained as much damage as I took. Maybe I gained a little bit more actually. And we're gonna get this down. And GG's. I was gonna say I was just gonna tap my starting town here to make this fly, and we're good to go. All right, let's go. Good little win streak started off here. All right, we got the opponent going first. Let's keep this hand though. Looks really good on the mana. If I haven't already addressed it, I do apologize. No videos yesterday, obviously, and the day before. I do apologize for that. It wasn't my intention for it to be that way. Been trying to record some videos for you guys these last couple of days. Long days sitting here at the computer trying to put some stuff together. But with the meta being as fast as it is, it's really hard, really hard to try to figure out exactly how I can get into this meta and actually make an impact with something original and new. So things have been a little bit tricky and tough for me, but hopefully we can break that little spell that I'm having right now and get you guys some videos going forward. I do apologize. It's not that I'm not trying or that I'm trying to take a break or anything. I'm actually pretty frustrated about it myself. Just one of those days, one of those 2 days in a row where things aren't clicking and you're just not able to make too much of an impact. I don't like posting videos where I know my decks are just not going to be very good. I'm trying to build something that can at least compete, be original, and that criteria can be tough sometimes to do all the time. Okay, so we've got a couple of options here. I think the simplest thing to do here would be to get the Aerith down. I think that's fine. And then get the Deep Cavern Bat over the top. And then now I've got a huge body that can impact the board defense-wise. And then next turn, I've, again, got a pretty tough decision to make here. I can either go Acolyte, start drawing some cards, or go Channeler and start growing it. I think I'm going to go with the Acolyte. I'm pretty annoyed. I took the Gorehound, by the way, with the Deep Cavern Bat. Some of you guys might be confused about that because I hate the Gorehound's ability. This ability right here is quite literally everything for this opponent because they can now sift through their entire deck and get every single thing they want in the graveyard. And then, you know, just put a little Raise the Past on top. It's the worst possible situation for us. So the fact they got a second Gorehound here is pretty bad. And then Zealot also surveils. I mean, this deck's consistency is like one of the highest I've ever seen, and it's because of all that ability to tamper with the top of your deck and fill your graveyard at the exact same time that you're gonna find the Raise the Past every single time. Just like this, Zealot did not send the card to the graveyard, and so more than likely they found their Raise the Past on top, and so next turn we got to expect all of this to come right back. Okay, I am in a bit of a pickle here because now this flies. Now that flies. Let's just do this. Yeah. And then I should be able to attack in here with at least the Aerith. Gain a lot of that life right back. Because I'd be more than happy to trade with the Sephiroth here if that's the case. All right, and they are gonna give us the Sephiroth. Smart, very smart. Here comes the Raise the Past. Oh, it's Enduring Innocence. Ooh, okay, not as bad as a Raise the Past. They might have given me some time here to work with. They might have given me a little bit of time to work with here. I'm surprised. Very, very surprised. Can't give these flying, unfortunately. But I do have the Acolyte. Starting next turn, I can give him flying, though. Which is bananas. Alright. You go over the top. You guys put some pressure on. They might double block something here, which would be pretty smart, but if they do, I'll just pass the counters off to something else, i.e. the Deep Cavern Bat. See what they do. Let's see what they do. They sacrifice both of these, of course. Unfortunately, that does give them another 1/1, which does draw them another card too. Man, their deck synergies are crazy. I've always kind of really hated the Orzhov sacrifice package. To me, the deck just takes a really long time to play. Like, it takes just a ton of time for every single turn you make because you got to constantly be sacrificing, surveilling, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's pretty annoying. But I do have to admit it, you know, the deck is really consistent and one of my personal opinions, like one of the best decks you can be playing. Not a raise the pass. Every time they play a turn and it's not raise the pass, I'm getting that much closer to winning. Thank God. All right, and they won't be able to block in the air this time. There won't be any shenanigans being had here. So what exactly are they trying to attempt here? Are they going to try to blow something up? I think they're just going to try to desperately blow something up here, but even so, what does that accomplish, really? Huh. I got to be really, really careful, by the way, guys, because if you don't tap the starting town here, it could get really bad for us. That's really bad, though. I needed the life gain off of that pretty desperately. So that was actually pretty solid play on their part. All right, Essence Channeler, come on down. All right, and then we are gonna gain a little bit more life with the Deep Cavern Bat attack as well. Definitely not enough to put them away here yet, I don't think. I am gonna draw some cards too, which is great. But man, should I be sending in the Acolyte here? It feels like I should send in the Acolyte just because I don't think they'll trade with it. And if they do, fine. And then I need to gain the life, I think. So let's just send it in. Send in the 2/2 as well, because if they block the 2/2, I just get another 2/2 off of it. So all good. Pretty smart, actually, because that goes to a 4/4 now. And then I trade with it, and then they're able to kill something else on top of that. Or I guess they could sack it right now and just take something out. But then, I mean, my Acolyte would be alive, so that's good. Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably the smarter way to go about it. Okay, so I gained the 4 off of it at least, thank goodness. And the one-winged emblem over here just tearing us apart. It's tearing me apart when I'm with you. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy they chose that, because now my Deep Cavern Bat becomes much more of a threat, and it has lifelink. Let's go take a look at that card in their hand. What do you say, Jack? What do you say, Jack? That's mine. Yoink. I don't think I needed that Deep Cavern Bat, just because I don't need to get into their hand when they don't have much of a hand, you know, to have. So it's a Sephiroth. Oh, they draw a card though. I forgot about that. I was gonna say we won the game, but now not so much. Maybe. Let's go! I cannot believe we won this game. There are so many ways that they should have won that game, but mainly they should have been digging the, you know, raise the past out, but oh well. Okay, so we got the opponent going first here. Our hand looks good-ish. It's good-ish. It really needs some help. Hopefully we can top deck, you know, the pieces that we need. We will see. Sorry, I'm a little bit on a time crunch for something right now for my kids. They have this thing at school today that I gotta be at, so I am trying to make sure I get this video done in time, and we're very close. We got like a couple more games we can do here. I may have to just put this on pause and come back though. All right, so we get mono blue. Sure. I don't know if I love mono blue matchup. Do I like it? Do I not? I don't know. I think I'm gonna do this and this. I'm worried about the counter magic, of course. I'd really like to get into their hand with the priest next turn to see what's going on, but I have a feeling it's just gonna get countered. Also, they could flash in some sort of like creature here that could block, but all the creatures they could flash in for 2 or less I think they all have 1 toughness. Okay, well that answers that. That answers that. I've been actually really craving to do a mono blue deck. I may do that tomorrow. I don't know. It depends if I can put something together. I've been trying for a while on mono blue and it hasn't quite worked out. Okay, so this opponent's not mono blue, so it makes a lot more sense. But they are probably running It'll Quench Ya, so counter spells aren't as big of a concern now, but they're still a concern nonetheless. I do hope that they expend some sort of mana here, but I don't know. Is it Lessons? The most annoying standard deck right now, and only because it's the #1 deck right now that everyone's running. Actually, it's not even the #1 deck. I think it's I mean, in best of 1 it's not, at least. A best of 1, I think it's mono white auras, but this is definitely a close #2. Man, they've really taken their sweet time here on this decision, huh? I don't like doing this, but I'm in a little bit of a time crunch, and the opponent needs to do something here. Okay, cool. What a top deck. I'll take it. Let's take a look at that hand there, pal. You can't quench me, can ya? No, you cannot. I'll be taking that. And then next turn, I'll be taking probably your Quench. I don't know, maybe one of these guys. Their hand is definitely not very scary. They don't have the Artist Talent, and they don't have the Grand. Those are kind of the two, believe it or not, those are 2 of the scariest cards in the deck because of the cost reduction that they get on everything. I bet you they drop the Quench. I bet you. Yep. I bet you it'll quench you. I don't blame them. That was a good drop. I do hope they drop it like an Artist Talent here so I can shelter it away, or like a Storm Chaser's Talent, something like that. Firebending Lesson, fair. Don't care. I do not care. Let's see that hand again. Grand and a talent. Okay, well, I'm definitely taking the Grand, and then I'll take the talent with the Sheltered by Ghosts when they play that next turn. Because they almost assuredly will be playing that next turn. All right, well, we're in a little bit of a pickle here, though. We are not drawing very well, and we have 5 lands. It's only good if I have a Minwoo in hand, so maybe we can top deck a Minwoo for your boy. Artist Talent, and then they're gonna drop their Artist Talent. Are you insane? That's your best card. They dropped their best card. I mean, I guess they're looking for one of these, but they've already seen 2 of them, so not very likely you're gonna find the other one for another couple cards. You don't get that card back. I don't know if that's what you were thinking, but 'twas a good try. Let's pay the life on this. And let's get back something from the graveyard. I'm thinking a bat, because it gains me more life when it attacks, and it's pretty elusive over the top, so. Now we're just searching for something that gets bigger. Give me a Minwoo, please. Man, it feels good to be beating up on these meta decks, though. I hope I get this win, but we'll see. I think when I was previously playing this deck list before recording, I think I ran into the graveyard deck 2 times, and I beat him both times too, which was awesome. Could have easily lost, but I actually was lucky enough to have the Deep Cavern Bat and the Cleric that searches their hand, and I was basically able to just take away all their ability to mill, and it was pretty funny. Nice. I wonder what that last card in their hand is. I wonder. All right, last turn, and you don't have any sweepers. Well, I guess they could be running Fire Magic, which would be really sad. Can you imagine? I would just, you know what? I'd throw my hands up and say, hey, wasn't meant to be. And that's fine. So my wife got me this at a birthday party yesterday. You guys ever had one of these? They're absolutely delicious. These, and then I used to eat like a Lucas. I think that's what they're called. Lucas, a little powdered. Like, I tried it recently, And it's essentially just salt or sugar, depending on which one you get. But you just pour sugar or salt in your hand, you eat it, and it's got flavor. Absolutely delicious. I may be coming back to this, by the way, guys. I may have to go eat and then get to my kid's school, and I will be right back. All right, we are back, and I don't remember exactly how... Oh, jeez. I don't remember exactly how we left off, but I have the general idea that we're on a bit of a run here. Sorry, I know you guys don't see the difference because this is edited, but I did just go to my son's little school event thing where parents can go and build gingerbread houses with them, and that was my visitor sticker. Yeah, we can go build gingerbread houses with them, which was pretty fun. We made a pretty sweet gingerbread house. I feel kind of like sick though, because that's so much sugar that we were like, I mean, I didn't eat a ton of sugar or anything. I just kept having to lick my fingers from the frosting and just like, ugh, I'm not a big sugar guy. Yeah, we're taking that. No doubt about it. Okay, so that does give hexproof, right? It does. Indestructibility and hexproof. So sheltered by ghosts, not going to be good here. Okay, that's going to tax us on whenever we attack for 1 apiece. So that'll be our target for the sheltered by ghosts. And we have a decision we have to make here. Here's the deal. They're going to be able to use the restoration magic to protect this next turn if I don't, you know, pull the trigger on it right this second. So it feels like I should probably do it. I really don't love that idea, but it is what it is. Next turn, I'd like to play... Next turn, I'd probably play the Acolyte, so let's get this down. All right, back to 19. More cards on the field than they have. Well, I guess not technically, but more cards in hand. That's good. And I also have a draw engine coming up, so I feel pretty comfortable so far with this this game. Probably need another white source. I cannot believe I've had these in my hand and I haven't played one of them yet. Kind of crazy, but the way things keep lining up here makes more sense to play my other things. But starting next turn, I don't think there's too many things I would rather play, you know? I think we got this one. A little bit of mono white angels. I do love little mono white angel builds. We have one of our own that absolutely slaps. Essence channelers go first. That way we get the value out of the lurker bat entering and gaining the life. I really would be surprised if the opponent doesn't scoop here. And being a mono white angels deck, I can almost guarantee there's not going to be any sort of sweepers here, so let's do it. All right, swinging in with just the Acolyte, obviously, for the 2/4 Valkyrie sitting back at the block. And we draw another card, ladies and gentlemen. A really, really good card. Okay, everything but my bats are gonna get counters now. Oh, it's a good card for them though too. Probably the best card they could have drawn. Let's be real. Now we have a decision to make here though, because if we play this, we're gonna gain life, but so's the opponent, and that's gonna go to a 4/4. Oh well. Oh well. Not to mention they can play restoration magic forward 2 and gain life, which will in turn make this into a 5/5. So let's attack knowing this will be a 5/5, okay? So this would trade. These would not. I guess it wouldn't trade though, because if they made their angel into a 5/5 and gain life, it's gonna also gain indestructibility. So I guess we made a mistake. We should have left the Acolyte back. That's my bad. I took into account the gaining the life, but I didn't take into account the indestructibility actually. So that's a bummer. That's a big bummer. But I mean, there's still some value to be had there. We still draw a card and we grow the board even further with the counters. That's a great card because I can play this and then draw another card. Don't mind if I do. Looks like they missed on their hand here. It looks like it's probably just another land. Okay, here we go. So the deal is they will have to block here and here, otherwise they'd lose the game. So send everybody. I think I have lethal no matter how they block, now that I'm looking at it. Because if the 6 gets through and the 5, that's 11 by itself, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's lethal actually. Man, can't really be stopped right now, can we? You love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, back to still winning, climbing back to the top 1500. Oh man, we got a bit of a dicey start here. I'm gonna keep it, but the thing is we don't have a white source on turn 1, so gonna have to make do with a bad curve here. We'll still get the channeler down here though, because if we find a creature to target with the ghost or any sort of permanent at all, like a badger mole cub, we can steal it. That'd be great. Starfield Shepherd, what in the world? What in the world is going on here? Mockingbird? Yeah, I couldn't tell you guys even if I tried. I have no idea. Could be some sort of flyers deck though. We did just see a Momo, and the game tends to have an algorithm where they try to feed you sort of same style deck list. So expect birds or flying type creatures, you know, like Momo. And then also maybe like an avatar. Yep, it's an avatar deck. Okay. They're trying to go infinite with their avatar combo wombo. I'm going to be taking their Doc, Arlock, and then hopefully with my Priest next turn, I can take their last piece that they need, because this is most certainly a combo deck. So we can disrupt that combo with the Priest. We're in good shape. GG's. Too easy. Is this what it's like going first? My goodness, what a difference. All right, our opponent's going first. Our hand looks pretty good. It's not great, but it looks pretty good. I'm actually thinking I'll play the Hollow Merc Siege out and put counters onto my creatures, because my hand doesn't have anything that can produce any 1/1 counters. So let's like maybe use this one to produce those counters. I think that's going to be a little bit more smart, and also it looks like it's control, so the more pressure I can put on, the better. It's a very bad hand actually for control, because 2 Shelter by Ghosts are typically not going to have a target here. Sheesh. All right. Let's take a look at that hand. I mean, hold on. Let's swing in first. Drowner. Okay. We have a target then for the Sheltered. Huh. That changes things a little bit, doesn't it? All right, so this is like a flash deck then. Okay, I actually like this a lot better, because I do think a control deck would absolutely destroy us. I think that sweepers are our natural enemies, so it's good to potentially... It's good to be potentially against flash here. I'm gonna go with the Priest. I think it's gonna get countered maybe, or at least bounced back with some sort of Aven effect or avatar. Aven it is. It's like I've played this before. It's like I've played Magic once or twice. Get a real game plan, bro. I'm just kidding. All right, let's go ahead and try again. Maybe this time though, leaving some mana open in case there is some sort of no more lies, because then you have to pay the 3 mana. There's the Aang. Okay. Now, what if I go and do this. I'm actually going to take your Aven Interrupter because that's going to discount the cost on this guy. Really, really hope they're not able to deal with the Sanctifier. I don't think they will be, though, because it's got Ward 4. About to be Ward 6. Okay. Let's take a look at that hand, pal. Oh, we actually get to look this time. Wow. Never did I ever think that was going to happen. All right. Still take a look at the hand, though, and see what's going on. What are we rocking here? Oh, do I still get to exile one? They would be able to get back a spirit token based on what again? The mana? Hold on, let me read the card one more time because it's a card I don't play a whole lot with. Mana value of the card. Okay, so I think I'd rather have them have a 3/3 than another Aven Interrupter. I think so. And oh, I just get to steal it. Wow, they're the ones who made a mistake. They don't actually get it back. Okay, sweet. Sweet. I mean, this is going swimmingly. That's a good card. We are dissecting their deck right now, guys. Holy cow. And don't forget we get Menace on this, so that's going to be a big factor in this next play. So they missed out on a play here. Okay, let's go take a look at their hand. I think I'm going to take the whale so it can't bounce anything back to my deck. And boom, dude. Did we just go on an undefeated run? Did we just go on an undefeated run? I think we did. That was game number 7. I think that is going to end the video here, guys, but I think we went undefeated. I do want to say, though, before I recorded this video today, I did play, I think, 3 total games. I lost one to Allies, and it was like an hour-long game, too, and I lost because they were able to get all their card draw and life gain, and I couldn't keep up with the pressure. But outside of that, too, I think this deck is going to have a really, really bad matchup with Control. Like, if we run into some sort of Jeskai control, Azorius control with a bunch of sweepers, we're cooked. Any sort of, like, heavy removal plan, maybe mill package, something like that. But outside of that, I think we do pretty well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, thanks for watching all the way to the end. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate you. And thanks for watching. Peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.